Hi everybody out there, it's Patrick from Building with Dad and Riley. Thanks for joining me today for a Monday vlog. Let's get right into it. First, viewer questions. A few questions that I had from last week were from Jacob Hendrickson and from Landon's Yard Care. They want to know where the city update is. And actually, I plan to release my next mock by St. Patrick's Day, and I want to do a city update before then. So it actually might be coming really soon. So that answers that question. Maniac for Bricks, I know I answered your questions in the actual comments, but I like to talk about it anyway. At the tail end of my video I said, oh yeah, by the way, I'm a really big fan of Star Wars and I like to build Star Wars mocks. Well, he asked, do I follow the expanded universe and the new Star Wars Rebels? And the answer is yes, an enthusiastic yes. We really like Star Wars Rebels. We definitely like the Star Wars Rebels Lego sets. And I definitely read Wikipedia and I follow the expanded universe, even though these new movies probably aren't going to follow those expanded universe, but let's hope they follow just a little bit of it. And Mike from 3 Brick Friends asked, how many mock ideas do I have? I actually have a ton of mock ideas. I would say I probably have over 14 to like 25 mock ideas. You know, most of them are buildings because I just love building buildings. I know that's weird to say, but I really do. I'm not a big vehicle guy. Although in that list there is one vehicle. You know, if I were to list these mocks in numerical order, you know, of course the ones that I have more figured out would go first. And you know, I would say for the first 4 mocks, I have them, you know, pretty much all figured out. There's always building challenges you get when you actually put it into brick and stuff doesn't work out quite as you thought it was going to work out. But then as you go down the list, and the farther you go down the list, the less I have figured out, the more they are just ideas. Like, you know, one of the ideas for my Lego city, I do want to build a Lego pizza shop. However, it's been done a lot. You know, and I think I still could add, you know, to the Lego Pizza Shop mocks that are out there and, you know, make a really cool one that would get some views. And I will someday, but it's not, you know, since it's been done and it's not that groundbreaking, I kind of want to focus on stuff that hasn't been done first before I go into things that I just want to do. And I haven't really put a lot of thought to those. I also would love to do some Star Wars mocks. I have, you know, plans for like a holocron vault. I also have plans for like a Jedi Council. And I have a ton of other, I really want to teach people about the expanded universe of Star Wars through Lego mocks. I think that would be really cool for Star Wars fans to relate to some of these stories they haven't really heard from books and magazines and comic books and all that stuff. But if anybody that doesn't know Mike from 3 Brick Friends, please go over to check out his channel at 3 Brick Friends. He's also running a tower competition that still has, I would say, like 3 weeks left. It's at the end of the month of March. We'll end the tower competition. So please go over to subscribe to his channel and maybe enter his tower competition for his 1-year anniversary. It's really cool, and we did it. If you want to check out our video, I'll put a link to it. But it was a lot of fun to do. It was just one of those really good ideas for a Lego YouTuber, so I really like that. Alright, the next thing to talk about is the updates. What's going on with my channel? What progresses have I made? Like I said, we are going to do a city update. The next mock that I originally wanted to have done March 1st, I missed that deadline. It was impossible to do. You know, I wanted to elevate it to the next level. So I got some stickers. Those are ordered and they're ready to ship, so they should be here anytime now. I also placed my last 3 Bricklink orders. I needed to place 3 separate runs because I needed specific pieces just to tidy up the mock and finish it off. So that looks like I'm going to, I reset the deadline for St. Patrick's Day and it looks like I'm going to reach that. And it's kind of a good mock to come out for St. Patrick's Day. Another update is I knew I would be eventually having to do a city update. So I've definitely been cleaning around the city. I discussed with Riley if she wanted to put the monorail in. She loves the monorail. It doesn't really fit well with my city right now, but I squeezed it in there anyway, and then I got the horrible news that my engine is broken. It doesn't run anymore. This thing was, if you watch our first channel intro video, this thing was running great, and I put it in storage, and now it just doesn't run. I, of course, changed the battery. I don't know if it's, you know, the motor part, this wire part, or if this battery part's broken. But needless to say, this is worth a lot of money and that stinks. But more importantly, it stinks for my channel because I wanted to throw it into our Lego city. So as quick as I threw the monorail track into the city, I took it out. just due to the fact because we can't get this running. I do eventually want to get some kind of train set and put that into our city, but I'm going to let my city grow a little bit bigger before I start, concentrating on trains. So that's pretty much it for the updates. Look forward to a city update, like I said, hopefully before St. Patrick's Day, and then the mock. If it won't be on St. Patrick's Day, it should be a day or two after, so we're looking really close to St. Patrick's Day. And that leads me into the bulk of the video and what I really want to talk about, and that is that LEGO YouTube is not a competition. A lot of people, there's a lot of hostility and bad feelings and, sides being formed and a lot of crazy stuff that I don't really even know the whole story about. I'm just picking up bits and pieces. And I'll give you a few examples. I was listening to Bricks for Chris's latest city update, and he had talked about that he had recorded this city update and then he started to rant about something. And he ended up, cooling off and rewatching his video and deciding to delete it and not post it, which is always the higher road to take. Also, I heard in one of the live streams, there's, people coming on and harassing, certain live streams and stuff like that. But once again, the hosts of these live streams, they don't humor as they call them in this business, the trolls, the people that are trying to make bad blood or make fun of other people or whatever it is that they're trying to do. I've also heard, people, claiming copyright claims against other people and then, return doing legal action against other YouTubers. And to me, it's all crazy. LEGO YouTube is a place to come together and, basically share building ideas and share your city and encourage other people to do so, because that's what makes it so great. And this is going to be a little bit, slightly off subject, but back when I was working at a really horrible job that I really didn't like for a while, and I was, about to be a father, and I wanted to change my lifestyle. I wanted to be a lot happier of a person just due to the fact that I was bringing this child in this world, and I wanted to, show them that life is good. And how can you show your child, happiness if you're not happy yourself? So I started watching inspirational YouTube videos and things and suggestions on what to do. And one of the suggestions that I took to heart and I decided to follow is give away something that you really, really want. And for me, it was time at work. When people used to ask me for time off at work, it would just mean more work for me, some more stressful shift, and once again, just more work finding replacements for that person. So I would really give them a hard time about, taking off. And after watching these videos, I really decided to, be the opposite of that. Give people what I wanted. I wanted time off. So what I would do is, when someone would ask me for time off, I would say, sure, no problem. We'll take care of it. No matter what kind of stresses they would come to me. And there was at one point there was a thought of me that, maybe this will pay off someday. But for the most part, I was just also trying to do it just to be good and be nice to people, as opposed to being not nice. And, as I was thinking of this video and specifically, the topics of you're supposed to give what you want the most of. So here I am, that was probably like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and it's coming back to me now. It's funny because I don't work. I'm actually looking for employment right now just to supplement my LEGO addiction and building this city. But that's purely by choice, and I'll be part-time and I'll still have time for my family and all that stuff. So I am looking to work just to get money. But that's what I wanted off at the time. I wanted time off for work. So the more I gave people more time off for work, eventually came back to me. And this should be no different in the LEGO YouTube community. If you want views, if you want comments, if you we're a really good fan base, you have to go be that for other people. Go and make comments, and as you can see, it does return tenfold. If I'm, obviously I'm concentrated on my channel, trying to grow my LEGO YouTube channel, so I don't have the opportunity to watch a lot of other people's channels. But sometimes people will come to my videos and comment on something, and I'll be saying, oh yeah, there's something I wanted to check out on their channel. Thanks for reminding me. So then I'll go and they'll get a view for viewing one of my videos. And you shouldn't really go into this just to get views and just to put comments on people's page, because eventually they're gonna it's going to catch up to you, because you're going to, if you watch the video for 10 seconds and then put a comment, something that you put a comment be about might have been explained in that video. So I don't really suggest you do it just to get views and just to get subscribers. But, once again, it's one of those things you put into something, and then usually people want to put that into your channel as well. Which leads me to, what do I want the most right now? What should I be giving away to obtain my goals and what I want in life? And the thing that I want the most is more Lego pieces and parts. So I wanted to do a giveaway contest, and I thought, to get some hubbub about it and, make it really big. But I'm gonna actually do the opposite of that, because I want to reward my really loyal subscribers, the people that are really attentive and watch my videos all the way through. So in one of the next Monday vlogs coming up, I'm going to, and I don't know, it'll be the next 2 or 3, maybe even 4 weeks, but I'm going to just, be talking about something and be like, oh yeah, by the way, we have this Lego giveaway. If you're the first person to comment, I'm gonna give you this set. So I'm going to try out my own theories and practice what I preach in giving away Lego, and hopefully in time that will come back to me. And they say it comes back in tenfold, and it certainly worked for the time off thing, so I'm going to try it with Legos as well. And if not, it will be one of those things I just really want to show appreciation for the people who really appreciate my material and watch my vlogs all the way. So the bottom line is, when you go out to a Lego YouTube community, you should be a very positive person. You should try to comment often. You should also, support other people in their goals, and in return you'll find out that those people will support you and yours. And it breaks down that, Lego YouTube is not a competition. There's a lot of big cities out there, a lot of big channels, and I'm not looking to take away viewers from them. I think there's enough. They can only build so fast. Even if you gave some limited budgets to some of the bigger YouTubers, they still would have problem making so much content. And that's why I feel that I could add to YouTube. I could add to the content with my building style, with my city. So I don't want to compete with anybody. I don't want to tear anybody down. I don't want to talk bad about anybody. I want to make friends. And I want to be part of the community. That's it. Like, I don't, and I advise everybody else to do the same, because once again, the theory is you're going to get what you give out. So if you give out bad vibes and you give out thumbs down and you try to start your own Lego channel, chances are you might get some thumbs down and not a lot of support. So with that being said, I just want to talk about it. I just, can't believe people aren't nicer, and you're going to have the trolls. You're going to have people that have random YouTube accounts that aren't even their real name. They don't show their face, and they're going to talk bad about you, and that's fine. Whatever, if that makes you feel better, go ahead. But you're always going to deal with that when you're starting a YouTube channel. You're going to have haters. Once you really start to have haters, that's when you kind of know that you've made it. I take it from the old Howard Stern movie, Private Parts. The average Howard Stern listener that liked Howard Stern would listen to like a half an hour or something like that. But the person who hated Howard Stern actually watched him, or listened to him, I'm sorry, for 2 hours. So they would more than double what a person that liked him, because they just wanted to see what he was going to say next. Something that they can complain about to someone. But that's it for now. I hope you go out there and share some positivity in the Lego community. Go give some thumbs up. Go tell somebody their mock looks good. Or go out and try to be positive, and you'll see that the positivity will come back to you. So hopefully in next week's vlog, I'll be announcing the release of my next mock. Hopefully it'll be the next day. One more quick thing for everybody that's still out there, please go check out Sean Anderson's channel. He's a young YouTuber, and he actually made a really great tutorial about an open pizza box. So go check out that video, go check out his channel. He had given me a special shout out, and I told him I would return the favor. So I hope this helps your channel, Sean. But that's all I have, and I'll see you next week.